Hi guys. We're now in June and huge apologies for last week. Skipping last week. No excuse for it. I literally said on Sunday, "Oh, I've got to do the card reading tomorrow," and the next thing I know, it's Wednesday. So, my bad. Totally my bad. If that happens again and I haven't posted by Monday afternoon, honestly, somebody just come in and say, reading? And I will try my best. Big apologies to Julie, who checked my profile every single day to see if I posted. Bless her. So, honestly, I am absolutely useless. Stephen D. Farmer's messages from your animal spirit guides for this week. Let's see what we're going to get for this week. Okay, so first one is the manatee. Accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. So is this one of those weeks? I mean, we've kind of had a couple of nice, easy, not too horrendous weeks where things kind of settling down a bit. Now, this one to me is saying that there is something that's happening, that there is a situation that you've been thrust into that is totally beyond your control. So literally go with the flow this week. There's stuff going on, whether it's at home or at work or in your personal life or whatever. But this is one of those things, do you know what? Let's not start creating waves this week. Let's just chill, go with it. Just be as calm as you can be. Okay, so then we have the condor. So something is going on. There is a situation. Both of these have mentioned situation. So we've got going with the flow here, and then we've got you're too enmeshed, step back to see the bigger picture. So looking at things from a different perspective. I keep getting the phrase, this isn't about you. So it's not as personal as you could take it. And in not taking it personally, you will have made a step towards certain goals. A lot of this in shadow work is not taking things personally, so you don't react the way you used to certain things. And I get a feeling that this is kind of a bit of a testing week for you. So there are going to be bumps and roadblocks and things thrown in the way this week, but do you know what? It's not actually you. It's being caused by external forces. So going with the flow, seeing it from a different perspective, seeing it from where you are now as opposed to where you were 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years ago. Looking at it from the perspective of, okay, I've done all this work. Let's put it into practice. Okay, so then we have the spider. I don't like this card. I just don't like spiders. But this one is saying, trust the creative spark you are feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. So the story, the spider, is a web weaver. It weaves the web. In ancient cultures, that was the one that made life. It was your spark of life, your spark of creation. So in this one then, your spider is saying this is your cue, if you like, to start writing things down. Okay, so perhaps if you haven't been keeping a journal, been keeping a track as to what's going on, what you are reacting to, that sort of thing, perhaps this is your chance to do that. And one of those things at some point in the future, it is going to come in handy. I think for now it is just a case of writing things down to get it out of your system. You may not have any way to express yourself emotionally, physically, verbally, anything like that, but being able to write things down is a way to get it out so that you're not keeping it internalized. And when we do that, when we keep thoughts and feelings and things internalized, it doesn't do us any favors whatsoever. This is where illness and madness and various things lie. It's all sort of exacerbates it. So being able to write it down, being able to get it out of your system, and again, looking at things from a different perspective. So perhaps if you're traveling somewhere or you're with somebody, you could ask them for their view on it and take that into account as well. Write that down. So you can see different viewpoints, you can see different things. And also in the writing, as I'm saying, if this is for shadow work, if you think, okay, so how would I have reacted to this situation a year ago, 6 years ago, a week ago? How am I reacting to it now? Is it still triggering me? Is it still, am I still feeling off balance, off kilter by everything that's happening? And as I've said, the situations, they are not of your making, okay? So these situations that you may feel a bit like you're being pulled around by the spider, you're being sort of pulled into the net, but actually that's not the case. The overriding theme here is that you are the spider. You're not being controlled by everything else. Actually, you're the one controlling it. And the control that you have now is something that you never even dreamed of just a few short years ago. It was something that was taken away from you, but now you've got that power back, you've got that control back. And being able to write it down and sit there and contemplate how far you have come and the work that you've put in and how far you have travelled emotionally, physically in some cases, it's a good thing to do. It is a good thing. They say that you should only look back to see how far you have come, and I think this is your chance to do that. This is literally, you're writing your own story, you are crafting your own story, you are writing your own future. So get it out there, get it published, and don't forget that your survival story may one day become somebody's handbook. It could literally save somebody's life. So get it out there, get it written. It doesn't matter if you don't publish it, you just hand it on down. Hand it to the person who needs it, and you will know who that person is, most definitely. Okay, guys, that's all I'm getting for now. Apologies again for missing last week. Please, honestly, if I do it again, send me a DM and I will sort it out straight away. All right, guys. Have a good week. Bye for now.